Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 5 of the 1984 Statis Pro Tournament. Whenever you play a new game like I'm playing here, this is about my 6th or 7th effort at Statis Pro Baseball, you're going to make mistakes. And yesterday's game, I failed to check for errors on base hits off hitters cards, so I'll try to remember that today. And a new rule I need to learn is whenever a wild pitch or pass ball come up on the play result, then you need to check the pitch section of your next fast selection card. If it says no, then that means there's no wild pitch or pass ball. If it says yes, then there is. Now today we're going to add something new. I've been using dice in combination with the fast action cards, and we're going to add a extra dice to the rules. You have 2 6-sided dice that you add together to get the PB number off the pitcher cards, and then you use 2 8-sided dice that are different to get the random number. Next we're going to add a 10-sided dice, and whenever 0 comes up on the 10-sided dice, we will we'll re-roll it again, and 1 to 4 will be check for BD on batter's cards, or clutch defense, CD, and that's going to be 5 to 8, and 9 to 10 on the re-roll will be the Z chart, which is the unusual plays chart. So now we'll get that part of the game included in our Statis Pro games. Today we have the 1984 Texas Rangers at the 1984 Philadelphia Phillies. This is a single elimination tournament. I included all the teams together, seeded the top 8 teams, and the others were fairly random. Here's today's starting lineups. First for the Texas Rangers, Mickey Rivers will lead off and play left field. Buddy Bell's at third base. Peter Bryan's at first base. Cleanup hitter is Larry Parrish playing right field. Gary Ward's in center field. Curtis Wilkerson is the shortstop. Donnie Scott catching. Wayne Tolleson is at second base. We are in a National League park, so we'll use the pitcher batting cards. And today's pitcher is for the Rangers, Frank Tanata. 3.25 ERA, 15-15 on the season. PB of 2.27. For the Philadelphia Phillies, we're going to lead off with Juan Samuel at second base, Von Hayes in center field. Mike Schmidt will hit third and play third. Ozzie Virgil is the cleanup hitter, catcher. Sixto Lascano in right field. Len Matusik at first base. Glenn Wilson is in left field. Ivan DeJesus, the shortstop. And Steve Carlton is on the mound. Carlton is a 13-7 pitcher, 3.58 ERA. He's also 2.7 on PB. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. We're ready to start. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. Big lefty goes into his windup. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. 7:43. That's the base on balls to start the game. Mickey Rivers hustles down to first base. He's only rated D with speed. He was not yet stealing bases like he would a little later in his career. Here's Buddy Bell, the third baseman. Rivers is at first. Carlton into the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5:55 is an R and out. Ground out to third. Check for an error. E4 to 10. Schmidt is a E6, so that's going to be possible error. We'll check the error type. For third baseman, it's error 2. It's a wild throw. Rivers will go to third base. Batter goes to second base. And the Rangers have second and third. Nobody out. That brings left on left Pete O'Brien, infield in. Here's the pitch. 10:58 is a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop Ivan De Jesus calls for it and makes the catch. That's an unproductive out. Runners are still second and third, now one out. Larry Parrish, 285 hitter, 22 homers. Infield's going to still remain in. This time we have a right-handed hitter. 10 off Parrish's card. 34 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and the Rangers take a 3-0 lead in the first. A 3-run home run by Larry Parrish. Yesterday I was watching the Yankees play Seattle. Garrett Cole was on the mound for the Yankees, and he got hammered in the first inning, gave up 3 home runs in the first inning and 6 runs. Here's Gary Ward. Off the batter's card. 38 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. And now Curtis Wilkerson. That's a 0 on the 10-sided die. We're going to re-roll the 10-sided die. Let's preserve the others. 1 will be a BD check, which we will ignore because there's nobody on base. BD checks and CD checks ignore. So 476. Probably supposed to re-roll the dice, but I don't think there's any reason to. So 476, we got off Carlton's card. It's going to be an out. And switch normal is a pop-up on the infield. Juan Samuel is under it, and he catches it near second base. That's the third out, but the Rangers plate 3 in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Texas 3 and Philly come to bat. Frank Tanana will be on the mound for the Texas Rangers. First 5 years of his career, he was a flamethrower. He teamed up with Nolan Ryan. He's the only pitcher between 1972 and 79 to lead the league in strikeouts other than Nolan Ryan. That was in 75. But after 5 years, he had a little bit of shoulder problems, and he transitioned from flamethrower to become a pitcher, and that helped him have a 21-year career. Juan Samuel steps into the box for the Phillies. 5-11 is going to be an infield single. Samuel beats it out, and he is on first with no outs. There's Von Hayes, 292 with 16 home runs. Samuel is a threat to steal. He is a SP Speed A, and so he's going to try to steal. 36 is any runner right at A, steal second base. That's a successful steal. Juan Samuel is at second in scoring position. You're down by 3 runs. No point in buttoning to third. Try to get more runs if you can. Here's the pitch to Von Hayes. 768 is off Tanana's card. Pop out to second base. 1 away. Mike Schmidt, who clubbed 36 homers in 1984. Off the pitcher card, 44 is going to be a base on ball. Schmidt will take first. So Tanana working carefully to the Philly slugger. Here is Ozzie Virgil, 261 with 18 home runs. Swings the bat from the right side. 2 left-handers pitching today. 6 off Tanana's card, 58 is going to be an out. Ground ball to first base. And check for an error. There's no error. It's going to be a 3-6-3 inning-ending double play. Phillies get a leadoff single and a stolen base, but they don't score. We go to the top of the second, 3-0 Texas. All right, bottom of the Ranger order, catcher Donnie Scott, and then Wayne Tollison and Frank Tanana. Here's the first pitch of the bottom of the second inning. 10 is off the batter card. 53 is an out. A high fly ball to center field. Von Hayes is under it and makes the grab. 1 out. Wayne Tolleson. Ten off the batter's card. And 16 is going to be a line drive into center in front of Von Hayes. Base hit for Tolleson. Another fast runner at first. He has a speed of A. Pitcher's up to bat. Let's see. Sacrifice BB. He's going to try to sacrifice. Roll is 35. Tanetta gets down a perfect bunt. And Tolleson goes to second. Here's Mickey Rivers, a 300 hitter. Walked his first time up. 8 is off the batter card, and 56 is going to be left normal out. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Carlton. Air check. No error. And this inning will end on a 1-6-3 double play. Rangers don't score in the sixth. We go to the bottom of the second. Don't score in the second inning. Bottom of the second, Texas 3 and Phillies 0. Forgot to talk about the SR ratings. Frank Tanetta is a 18. He's now down to 16. And we have tallied 8 bad things off of Steve Carlton's rating. He's 15, so he's down to 7. Sixto Lezcano leads off the last of the second inning for the Phillies. 472 off Tanetta's card. That's going to be an out. Right-handed power hitter is a fly ball to left field. Tracking is Mickey Rivers, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Lynn Matusek. $8.81 is off the batter's card. That's going to be an LP out. LP is a ground out to first base. Air check is none. 2 outs. And now Glenn Wilson. 643 off Tanetta's card is a base on balls. Batter is Ivan De Jesus. Off the pitcher's card, 632 is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. De Jesus takes the U-turn. And we'll switch sides. Go to the top of the third, Texas 3 and Philadelphia 0. Buddy Bell, an underrated player for the Rangers, will lead off the top of the third inning. He won Gold Gloves for Texas every year from 79 through 84. Here's a pitch from Steve Carlton to Buddy Bell. 5-22 off the Carlton card. And that's a base hit to right field for Buddy Bell. Carlton's down to 6 on his SR rating. Here he is, Pete O'Brien. $11 off the batter card, and 17 is going to be a single to center field. No error. Bell holds at second. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Larry Parrish. $7 off Carlton's card 58 is going to be an out RP. Fly ball deep to left. No air. Caught by Wilson. OBR A or B runner on second will go to third, but Bell's a C. So 1 down. Unproductive out. Gary Ward. Seven off Carlton's card, and 41 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Gary Ward has been a strikeout victim twice in a row. Here's Curtis Wilkerson. Like later became a manager of was he the one that managed the Pittsburgh Pirates? 6 is off Carlton's card, and 16 is going to be a single to center field, 2-base advance off the pitcher's card. That will get Buddy Bell home. O'Brien goes to third, and 2 more go off Carlton's SR rating. He's down to 3. 4-0, Texas. All right, Kevin Gross gets up and he's throwing in the Philly bullpen. Donnie Scott is the schedule here. Here's the pitch to Donnie Scott. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. 6 off Carlton's card. 14 is a base hit to left. Another run for the Rangers, and it is 5-0. Wayne Tolleson. Pitcher due up next. Tolson's a 2-6, 213 hitter. 8, 6-2 off Tolson's card. That's going to end the inning. He's batting right-handed against the left-hander. Ground ball to shortstop. E8-10. De Jesus makes the play. But the Rangers score 2 more times. They lead 5-0. All right, the Phillies are going to send up a pitch hitter here in the bottom of the third. That's going to be it for Steve Carlton. He only goes 3 innings, gives up 5 runs. And Jeff Stone will be the pitch hitter for Philadelphia. 362 hitter off the bench, played in 51 games, and has great speed, so Phillies are hoping he's going to get on base. Here's the pitch to Stone, and that's a 0. And 1 will be a BD check. That's not going to work because nobody's on base. I knocked the dice, so we're going to re-roll. And we got 3 off Tanana. 72 is going to be an out for Stone. Left normal. Pops out to shortstop. 1 away. That brings us to the top of the order. Juan Samuel, who singled and stole a base in the first inning. We have 4 off the pitcher card, 77. Pop up to third base. Buddy Bell is under it, and E3-10. Bell is a 4. That's going to be an error. He drops it. But let's see what kind of an error, though. Third base E2. Which is a wild throw. So apparently he didn't get to the pop-up, picked up, threw the ball away. Runner goes to second base. Each team's third baseman has made an error. Wild throw, runner going to second here for Bell. Wild throw from Mike Schmidt. Von Hayes, 1 down, runner in scoring position. 9 off the Hayes card. 27 is a double to left field. That will score Samuel an unearned run. Air check on the double off the batter's card. No error. RBI for Hayes, and the Phillies are on the board. 12 left on Tanana's SR rating. All right, here's Mike Schmidt. Always was in my mind uppermost in those days. Who's the better third baseman, George Brett or Mike Schmidt? Brett, of course, had the much higher averages, winning batting titles in 3 different decades. But Schmidt was powerful and probably a better defender, although Brett did become a pretty good defender. And Schmidt may have run faster. Brett might have been more aggressive. So it's hard to tell which one's best, but I'm always partial to George Brett. Here's the pitch to Mike Schmidt. 8 is off Schmidt's card, 55. Right-handed power out. Ground ball to third. No air. Runner holds at first. 2 outs. Right now the catcher, Ozzie Virgil. 4, 65 off Tanana's card. That's going to be RP out. Ground ball to the pitcher, Tanana. No error, and that's the inning. Phillies scored an unearned run. It's 5-1. We go to the fourth. New pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. That's Kevin Gross, 4.12 ERA. Relief rating of 6, and 2-6 is his PB number. Leading off for the Rangers is the pitcher, Frank Tanana. 7 off Tanana's card, and 21 is a strikeout. That brings up Mickey Rivers, who walked and rolled into a double play. Let's see, 5 off the Kevin Gross card. 7, let's see, 6-6 is an out. Left normal is ground ball to third base. Let's see if Schmidt makes the play. No error, he does. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Buddy Bell. Homered his first time up, a 3-run homer, and fly to left. 11 is off the Buddy Bell card. 55 beyond the hit range. Ground out to first base. No error. First base unassisted. 3 up and 3 down. The Rangers are brushed aside in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Texas leads 5-1. First up for Philadelphia is Sixto Lascano. He came over to Philadelphia from the Brewers. Here's a pitch to Lascano. 9 off of his card, and 77 will be an out. RP is a pop-up to first base. Caught by Pete O'Brien. 1 out. Here's the Philly first baseman, Lynn Matusak. Once again, we're reading a 10-sided die. That's the white die with the red markings, to see if we draw from the clutch defense or a clutch batter. But there has to be a runner on base for them, or on a reroll of that 10-sided die of 9 or 0. We'll check the unusual play chart. That's the Z chart. I arrived at a 10-sided die because last night I went through the fact cards. I went through a couple hundred of those to see what the percentages were. And 10% were either CD, BD, or Z chart. There are only a couple Z charts, so we're going 2 numbers with those, and then 4 for each of the other 2. Here's Lynn Matusak. 1 down, nobody on. 8 is off the Matusak card. 34 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs. Here's Glenn Wilson. Off the pitcher card, and 16 is going to be a single to center field. Wilson's on with 2 outs. Ivan DeJesus with the pitcher on deck. Tanana will pitch to DeJesus. 6 off Tanana's cards, a 15. That's going to be a single to center. Runner will go to third. Phillies are challenging here in the bottom of the fourth. First and third were 2 outs. Phillies go to their bench. John Russell's going to pitch hit for Philadelphia with runners at first and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Frank Tanana. Russell swings from the right side. Left-right, that's going to favor his on the sidiness. 11's off his card, and 11 is going to be a base hit to left field. Checking for error, no error. It's going to be an RBI, and Wilson scores day 5-2. 8 marks left on Tanana's starter rating. Marty Bystrom will be the next pitcher. He's warming in the bullpen. Top of the order, and Juan Samuel. Let's see if the Phillies can claw their way back into this game. Here's the pitch to Juan Samuel. 9 off his card, and 17 is going to be a base hit for Samuel. That's a first to third advance. De Jesus scores. 5-3, and now Tanana has, let's see, six left on his fatigue rating. Von Hayes. Seven-6 off his card is a left-handed power hitter, ground ball in front of the catcher, no error. So 2-3, play made by Scott. That's the third out in the inning, but the Phillies score twice. Go to the top of the fifth, 5-3 Rangers. Top of inning number 5, we got a ball game now. Marty Bystrom comes in to pitch for Philadelphia. He has an SR rating. He can't relieve, so he's not coming in. Okay, the reliever is going to be Al Holland. Our relief rating of 5. Pete O'Brien leads off for the Rangers. That's a 0. So we'll check basically for. I'm going to have to re-roll these dice, but we're going to be checking for if it's a 9 or 10 because the bases are empty. That would have been a BD check, but the bases are empty, so no clutch batting. And a re-roll is 8 off of Pete O'Brien's card. 38 is a base on balls. Pete O'Brien has been on base twice, singled and walked now. Here's Larry Parrish. Off the pitcher card, 68 is going to be an out. RP popped up to the catcher. No air check, 1 out. Gary Ward. Routine play for Ozzie Virgil. Here's a pitch to Ward. 4-3 off the pitcher card is a base on balls. Runners at first and second. Al Holland has been his own worst enemy in this inning. Curtis Wilkerson. Pitcher card 33 is a strikeout. 2 outs. Donnie Scott. Nine is off the Donnie Scott card. 65 is going to be an out. That's normal. Ground out to first base with an air check. And Matusik makes the play. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Rangers 5, Phillies 3. Frank Tanana wants to work his way through this inning, see if he can qualify for the win. He's going to have to face Mike Schmidt, Ozzie Virgil, and Sixto Lescano. In the bottom of the 5th, Phil's down by 2. That's going to be off the pitcher card. 47 is a wild pitch. Nobody's on base. We'll do this again. Off the pitcher card, 16 is a base hit to center field. I got 5 left on Tanana's fatigue rating. Ozzie Virgil. Schmidt is a grade D stealer and D base runner. Three off the pitcher card, and 72 is going to be an outright power hitter. Ground out, possible double play shortstop. If he makes the play, he does. 6-4-3, double play by Curtis Wilkerson. 2 outs, base is clear. Here's Lescano. 8 off of the better card. Let's see, 52 is a base on balls. So with 2 out and 1 on, Lemon comes up. He is grounded out to first base and struck out. Frank Tanana, left on left. Here's the pitch. 6 off the Tanana card, 72. LP is a fly out the left field, and that's the end of the inning. We go to the top of the 6th, 5-3 Texas. Al Holland has 3 marks left on his fatigue rating, so he's going to come out and pitch the 6th inning. Wayne Tollison leads off for the Rangers. 7 off Holland's card, and 87 is a base hit off the left-right variable table. A speed. I think I'll try and steal second and then bunting him to third. Why not? 22 is any runner at A, B, or C, steal second base, safe. Stolen base for Wayne Tollison. Brings up Frank Tanana, BB on the sacrifice table. He's done this, he sacrificed earlier in the game successfully. Here's a pitch from Holland, 68. Lead runner tagged out, catcher to league base, batter saved. Quick as a cat, Ozzie Virgil was on that bunt. He threw it to Mike Schmidt, who tagged out Tollison at third. Fielder's choice. Tanana is the base runner at first base. Here's Mickey Rivers. 7 off Holland's card, and 73 will be an out, left normal, fly out to center field. 2 down. And Buddy Bell. One for 3, scored 2 runs. Here's the pitch to Bell. 9 off his card. 77 is going to be an out, right normal. Little dribbler in front of the catcher. Virgil's on it. Throws the first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Texas 5 and Philadelphia 3. Frank Tanana comes out to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning, and Glenn Wilson leads off. Then we have De Jesus and probably a pitch hitter for the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Glenn Wilson. 12 off the batter card, and 37 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Wilson makes the U-turn back to the dugout. Ivan De Jesus is only Tanana's 3rd strikeout in the game. 8 is off the batter card, and 21 base hit, single to center field for Ivan De Jesus. He's 2 for 3. John Walkenfuss comes up to pitch hit for the Phillies. So that'll be the end of the day for Al Holland, who pitches 2 innings and gives up no runs. Bill Campbell is warming in the bullpen for the Phillies. Here's the pitch to Walkenfuss. He's going to be swinging away. 8 is off of his card, and 44 is a base on balls. Walkenfuss is an OBRC runner. And there are only 2 marks left now on Tanana's fatigue once Samuel comes to bat. 3 off Tanana's card. 63 is going to be an out, right normal. Line drive to first base. Caught by Pete O'Brien. Unproductive out, 2 outs. And now Von Hayes. Phillies chance to get back in. They got the tying run at first base. Lefty on lefty. This might be the last batter that Frank Tanana faces today. Here's the pitch to Von Hayes. 4 is off Tanana's card. 32 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Diana strikes out 2 in the inning, strands 2, and takes it to the 7th, 5-3 Texas. The 4th Philadelphia hurler in this game is Bill Campbell, 3.43 earned run average, a relief rating of 5. And he'll get the middle of the Ranger order: Pete O'Brien, Larry Parrish, and Gary Ward. Warming up in the Texas bullpen is Jones, Odell Jones. So he'll probably be coming in to pitch the 7th inning. Here's a pitch to Pete O'Brien. 11 is off the batter card. 73 will be a left power out. Ground ball to second base. Air check. No errors. 1 away. Bill Campbell is a right-hander, now pitching to the right-hander Larry Parrish. We've got 771. That's going to be off Campbell's card and out. RP is a pop out to first base. Matusak with a catch. 2 outs. Gary Ward. Ward has struck out twice and walked, so he's waiting to make contact. Let's see, 12 off his card, and 28 is contact. That's going to be into the gap in the alley, and it's going to go for a double for Gary Ward. 2 out double. He's in scoring position. Rangers could use some more runs. They scored the first 5 runs in this game, but they've not scored since the Phillies have put up 3. Curtis Wilkerson's the hitter. Five off the pitcher card. 62 is going to be an out. SN as they fly out to right field. So that's it for the top of the 7th. We're at the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch time. Rangers 5 and the Phils 3. Odell Jones comes in to pitch for the Rangers. 3.6 earned run average. Relief rating is 7. And his PB rating is 2.6. Mike Schmidt steps into the box. Jones is a right-hander pitching to the right-handed Mike Schmidt. 11 off Schmidt's card. 85 is going to be an out. RP is a ground ball to shortstop. Curtis Wilkerson makes the play. 1 down. Ozzie Virgil. Eight is off the batter card, and 12, let's see, right against right is going to be to the right-on-right variable chart. 12 is a foul out to the catcher. 2 down, and Sixto Lascano. Let's see, 6 off the pitcher card, and 83 will be an out. So a clean inning for Odell Jones. That was a ground out to shortstop. No on the air check. We go to the top of the 8th, 5-3 Texas. All right, Donnie Scott leads off for Texas in the top of the 8th inning. On the bottom of the order, and Dave Tobick is warming in the bullpen for Texas, so we'll probably see a pitch hitter. Here's a pitch to Donnie Scott. 4 is off the pitcher Bill Campbell's card. Ground out to second base, no on the air check. 1 out. Here's Wayne Tolleson. Light hitting second baseman for the Rangers. 5 is off the pitcher card, and 37 is a base on balls. Tolleson takes first. He has speed. He is an ace-speed runner, and he is a threat to steal. Alan Bannister is going to pitch hit for Texas. 295 hitter. But first, there goes Tolleson. And 37 is any runner rated A, steal second base, and stolen base. Second steal for Tolleson in this game. 1 out, runner in scoring position for Bannister. Campbell in the stretch. Here's the pitch. 8 off the batter card, and 51 is another walk. All right, I'm thinking of bunting for a base hit with Mickey Rivers, but he has to have a rating, OBR rating of A or B. He has a C, so he can't do it. He'll be swinging away with 1 down and 2 on. Nine off of Rivers' card, and 66 is going to be an out, left normal. Ground ball to shortstop, possible double play. There's no air, there's no air. It's a 6-4-3 double play. Bottom of the 8th, Texas by 2. Rangers bring in their third pitcher in this game, Dave Tobick, 3.6 ERA, PB 2-6, right-handed pitcher, relief rating of 7. He's going to get Matusek, Wilson, and De Jesus 7, 8, and 9, or excuse me, 6, 7, and 8 in this inning. Here's a pitch to Matusek. Phillies are running out of opportunities. 7 is off the batter card, and 12, right to left, that's going to be a base hit. Single to center for Matusek. Here's Glenn Wilson. Phillies 2 runs down, so we're not going to give up any outs by sacrificing. He's going to try to get the ball in the air and not get into a double play here. 7 off his card. 55. Right-handed normal. Ground ball to shortstop. Air check. None. Matusek is out at second. 6-4 to throw to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. 1 down. Ivan De Jesus. Had some low batting averages in his career, but this year at 84, he hit 257. Seven off De Jesus card. 34 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Timeout. Phillies will pitch hit for Bill Campbell, the pitcher, with Al Oliver, 312 hitter, left-handed, against Dave Tobick. Checking the Ranger bullpen, there are no left-handed options left. Dave Schmidt is right-handed. He's warming in the bullpen to pitch the 9th. But it's going to be up to Dave Tobick to get the Rangers out of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Al Oliver, 2 outs. He represents the tying run. 7 off of Oliver's card. 28 is going to be a single to right field. Check for air. No air. First and second, base hit for Oliver. Now the tying runs at first. Juan Samuel. 272 hitter with 15 home runs. He is the potential go-ahead runner. Here's the pitch from Tobick, right on right. 5 off the pitcher card, and 14. Line drive to left field. That's going to get the runner from second home. Runner at first goes to third. And the Phillies close to within 1 run on the RBI single by Juan Samuel. So Wilson scores. Al Oliver goes to third. And Juan Samuel, an ace stealer, is at first. They have had pretty good success stealing bases. Tobick's relief rating goes down to 3. Okay, my decision is to try to get that tying run in from third first. I don't want to make the third out at second with a tying run on third, so we're not going to try to steal second. We're going to give Von Hayes a chance to keep the line moving. Here's the pitch to Von Hayes. 9 is off his card. 73 is left-handed power out. Ground ball to second base. No error. Wayne Tolleson makes the play. That's the end of the 8th inning, but the Phillies get 1. Still down by 1. We go to the 9th, 5-4 Texas. We come to the 9th inning, 1-run ball game. New pitcher for Philadelphia, the 5th hurler for the Phillies. Larry Anderson, 2.3 earned run average, 2-8 PB number, and relief rating of 4. Buddy Bell will lead off for the Rangers here in the top of the 9th. 10 is off Buddy Bell's card. 54 will be an out. Ground ball back to Larry Anderson, who makes the play. 1 down. Anderson is right-handed. He's pitching to the left-hander Pete O'Brien. 6 off the pitcher's card, 86. Well, let's see, that will not send us to the variable chart. It takes 87 or 88, so that's going to be an out, left play. Ground ball to shortstop, air check, no air. 2 ground outs, and the Rangers have 2 outs in the 9th. Here's Larry Parrish. Has home run power, 285 with 22 bombs. Here's the pitch from Larry Anderson. 5 off the pitcher card. 42 is a out. RP is a pop-up to the first baseman. Len Matusak puts it away. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Phillies 4. Texas has their closer on now. Is Dave Schmidt. Schmidt is a 2.56 ERA, 2 through 8 on the PB, relief rating of 4. He completes his warm-up tosses and look up, and who's he see? Mike Schmidt stepping into the box. 36 home runs. He represents a tying run. Here's the pitch to Mike Schmidt. Off the pitcher card, 12. And that sends us to the right on right variable factor chart. And that's going to be a foul out to the catcher. 1 big out, retired there. Here is Ozzie Virgil. Virgil's right-handed pitcher, or right-handed hitter, facing right-handed pitcher. 5 off the pitcher card and 16. That's a base hit. So the Phillies get the tying run on. Virgil is a OBR runner C, which is not horrible. Nobody left on the Phillies bench who can steal bases. Gary Maddox's speed of D is the only possibility. So Virgil will stay in the game. And Sixto Lezcano will try to get a ball up into the air. 14 home runs, 277 average. Here's the stretch and the pitch from Dave Schmidt. 8 is off of Schmidt's card. 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Lezcano goes down. He's 0 for 4 on the day. Len Matusak steps in. He's 1 for 4. 248 hitter, 12 homers. Batting left against the right-hander. Last chance for the Phillies. Here's the roll. Off the pitcher card, 67 is going to be an out. LP popped up on the infield. Second baseman Wayne Tollison calls for it and makes the catch. That's the ball game. Final score, Rangers 5, Phillies 4. We'll be back with a wrap-up. The Texas Rangers scored 5 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error. And Philadelphia had 4 runs on 11 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitchers, both starting pitchers, figured into the decision. The winning pitcher was Frank Tanana, who goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, but 2 were earned. Steve Carlton takes the loss, 3 innings pitched and 5 earned runs, and Dave Schmidt gets the save for the Rangers. The only home run in the game was by Larry Parrish, a 3-run blast in the first. Actually, one of those runs was unearned, so Carlton gives up only 4 earned runs in the 3 innings. So O'Brien had the 3-run homer in the first inning. That was really the difference in the game. Wayne Tollison went 2 for 3 and stole 2 bases, but he didn't drive in any runs or score any runs. So let's make Larry Parrish the star of the game. He went 1 for 5 with that 3-run home run. Texas moves on in the tournament. They'll play the New York Yankees in the next round. Philadelphia goes home. Our next game will be the Seattle Mariners at the St. Louis Cardinals. Join us for that one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.